you ready to fire the dismissal? Well, you should be, because tight end is very thin. Dallas Goedert's hurt. We know that. 6 teams on a bye. Now, he didn't score a point last week. I get it. I'm going to chalk that one up to kind of an outlier. And now he's got the Chiefs. They have allowed 78.5 receiving yards per game to tight ends. That's most in the National Football League, and the third most points per game to tight ends. So I will fire the dismissal this week if I am in need, and many people are, including me. And then now Pat Freiermuth. He's once again a startable player in fantasy, 9.9 or more points in 3 of his last 4, including almost 19 last week against Cincinnati. He's got the Brownies this week. They've allowed the most fantasy points per game to tight ends over the last 4 weeks. So amid this Buy-Mageddon Part 2, Pat Freiermuth is a startable asset for fantasy managers looking to get to the playoffs.
Sitting?
Boy, you know what? I never say this, but Kyle has been the pits. I mean, look at his numbers. He's been awful. Lindsay just rolled her eyes. Last 4 weeks, 2.1 or fewer fantasy points twice while averaging 3.4 points. That sucks eggs. It's not even like the matchup's bad against the Vikings. They're kind of middle of the road against tight ends. But they have only given up 2 touchdowns to the position this year. So I just can't trust Kyle Pitts, man. It's over. I think it's done. The dream is over. That's a great Van Halen song, by the way. And then Cole Kmet, going to keep him on the bench this week too. Last week, only 5.6 points against a tough Lions defense. He's now been held to single digits in all but one of his last 6 games. The Niners allowing the 4th fewest points per game to tight ends, and no tight end has scored more than 12.3 points against them in a game this season. So sit Cole Kmet.